Welcome back, guys. So we are in 2018 Toyota Highlander XLE. We're gonna work on the brakes, front and the rear. We're going to remove the old brake pads and the rotor. We're going to install a new one. So I'll show you step by step how to do so. Stay tuned, please. All right, guys. So first thing first, we gotta remove this 18-inch wheel. And I hate these lock nuts. I don't know why. Well, anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove the wheel and I'll be right back. All right, as you can see, so the wheel is off and you can see my rotor is very bad. Yeah, it was about time. Eventually it didn't really last a year. I think the dealer had put it on maybe sometime in last November. So it hasn't been exactly an year, but they all gone, as you can see. You know, pretty much it's all worn out. Now, in order to remove this brake caliper, what you're gonna need is there's two bolts right here, one 14 mm right here, one below here, and there's this brake caliper bolt right here, two of them, one here, one down there. In order to remove them, you're gonna need 17 mm socket. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start loosening this up. Then I'm gonna start loosening this up and I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Oh, before I do that, actually I forgot. You just wanna go ahead and pry your brakes open. So it will give you leverage. Just push them, use a flathead screwdriver, push it against your brake pads over here or in here. It will give you some room. It will push the piston back in there, and that way once you remove your bolts, it will be easy to slide out. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so like again, I'm working on the front one for now, and I have removed this 14 mm bolt right here. It's out all the way. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna remove this brake caliper, put it on the side. Then I'm gonna go ahead and start losing the 17 mm bolt right there, and then just remove the whole bracket out, and then we can take out the brake rotor. All right, so stay tuned. I'm gonna need both of my hands to remove this, and I'll be right back. All right, guys, as you can see, the brake caliper is sitting secure. Please make sure that you secure this, otherwise you don't want to break your brake line hose. Okay, it's not leaking. I just I don't know why. I was just kind of like testing it, but anyway, I will just add some brake fluid later. Anywho, so once you get this brake caliper off, you gotta go ahead and remove these brake pads. As you can see, there's two pins in there. You can just remove the pins just like this. All right, take the other pin out. Please don't destroy them, just in case if you do not get these pins included in your kit, then you can definitely reuse them as long as they're not destroyed. All right, now we're gonna definitely take these brake pads out, and it's kind of really jam in there. So there we go. Here is my brake pad. As you can see, it's pretty beaten up. No wonder I was having some trouble. Anyway, so it was about time to change them. We're gonna go ahead and do that and take this one out too, if I can do it. There we go. Oh wow, look at this one, nasty. Pretty much gone. Is it kind of chipped? Looks like, but anyway. So now we're gonna go ahead and remove the 17 mm bolt, one on top, one at the bottom, and then take this bracket off. That way you have a clear and clean access to your rotor. We will remove the rotor afterwards. All right, I'll be right back. All right, guys, so the bracket is off. Now the only thing left to do is just take this rotor off of here. Definitely it's not gonna come out easy because it's been sitting for more than a year in this position, and as you can see, kind of rust, but anyway, so you're just gonna have to use some hammer. Just use the hammer around this area, like this area, that area, but do not hit on your what you call them, the studs. Please be careful with that. Otherwise you're gonna damage your wheel studs. Okay, so just hammer here, hammer here, hammer here, so it will come loose, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna start hammering, kill your ears. I'll be right back. All right, so it came loose. I just had to hammer right in the center, right up here. So I just hammered this, and it came off. Now what we're gonna do side by side parts comparison. So I'm gonna pull my new part, put on top of this to make sure everything is according to the specs. There's no mismatch, and I'll be right back so we can do the part comparison. All right guys, so this is my new rotor, brand new rotor. As you can see, it's sitting right on top. Everything looks exactly the same. So I'm gonna go ahead and start putting this on up here. Then we're gonna slide the bracket on. Then we're gonna install the new brake pads, and we are about done. So this is how you do the front rotor and the brake pad job on Toyota Highlander. It applies from, honestly, it applies from 2014, 13, something like that, to all the way to the newest model. All right, so stay tuned. I'm gonna go ahead and slide this on. Then we're gonna go ahead and start putting our new brake pads in there. All right, I'll be right back. All right guys, so before I move on, I just wanted to show you my new brake pads and old brake pads. As you can see, there's a huge difference. The worn out dead brake pads versus the brand new one, right? I did take off this side clip right here, which was actually on my old one. They were just fine. My new kit didn't come with them, so I can reuse them. And the brake bracket, I mean the caliper bracket. So as you can see, these sides right there, I would highly recommend just use the wire brush, clean them off, so it will be free of debris or any rust or anything in there. Clean them off, and then just brush them off, and then you can slide it back on. As you can see, that's my new rotor. It looks very beautiful. I purposely got them the drill slotted one, so my wheels don't get dirty and all that, supposed to be better too, by the way, with the friction and all that. So all right, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this off with the wire brush, and then slide these bracket on top of this new rotor, put the 17 mm bolts, and then slide the new brake pads into it. Okay, I'll be right back. All right guys, so the new rotor is on. I put one of the bolt, the lug nut back here just to secure this rotor. Now, so I got these 17 mm bolts back in it, so the bracket is good and secure. Now I was just trying to make sure everything fits right. So just to show you, so once you get your bracket on, the brake caliper bracket on, all you want to do is, let me take this out so I can show you how to slide in your brake pad. All right, so let's say this is how you have it, and all you want to do, there's a pin at the bottom, right? So you want to slide this in right in that slot. I hope you can see it. And from the top right there, all you want to do, align this. Let me just go ahead and put this in from the bottom first. Okay, now you just want to go ahead and press it in, and you just want to be careful. You don't want to hurt your hands. Okay, sorry, I'm working with one hand, so it makes it a little difficult, but let me show you one more time. Let me go back into it. Sorry, here's my focus. Here's my focus. All right, so there you go, almost there. Just bear with me. There. All right, so as you see, I slide it in like this. Okay, and now the top part is automatically gonna slide in there, and it fits. Okay, so that's exactly how you're gonna do the back one. And then once we're done with that, then we're gonna go ahead, push the piston back, the brake caliper piston back in there. I'll show you how to do that. And then you can slide your brake caliper back on it, and then you put your tire back on. All right, I'm sorry guys, I forgot about the pins. So just wanted to show you before I move on to the rear wheel. Okay, so you have this pin. Remember, we removed them. So all you want to do is just, there's holes, as you can see right there, and then over there. You want to insert them into the holes just like this, and like right there. There you go, and that's it. Same thing you're gonna do with the bottom one. You're gonna just insert that into the right place, which is, I can see, so it's actually right here. Sorry, out of the focus. Where's my freaking focus? here, and then there you go. So your pins are back in, you are good to go. The only thing left for us is just go ahead, you know, install the 14mm bolts here. Before I do that, I'm just gonna use some grease on them and slide this brake caliper on. Again, if you don't know how to push the piston back, just use a C-clamp. I hope before you start doing this job, you have a C-clamp just like this. So you use a C-clamp to push the piston back, and then it will slide on to this, and you just put your 14mm bolts here and tight everything up, and then you just put your tire back on and you are done with the front. And then we're gonna move on to the rear wheel. All right, I'll be right back. All right, fellas, so just wanted to show you how everything looks like before I put the tire back on. By the way, I just added some grease there just for I guess to prevent from rust and friction. Time to remove this lug nut, and we're gonna go ahead and install our tire. Let me take that off. Come on, bastard. There we go. All right, so as you can see, everything is good, tighten up all the way, and we are good. The new rotor and brakes look beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and put the tire on it and then move to the rear wheel. Okay, stay tuned.